dude. Clocking in this double shift, getting these wide bodies right. Then we're off to take a flight. Time to get out of this country. Stay tuned. What kind of airplane is that, son? 777. What is that? 777.
That 16-hour jump had us dazed and confused. We woke up at 4 a.m. sharp and were ready to explore. First stop, 7-Eleven, because the 7-Eleven in Japan is on a whole nother level. I grabbed an egg sandwich and a coffee because oddly enough, the coffee shops don't open until later in the day.
If you're gonna eat a lot of like ramen and salt and stuff, it like helps with like...
Okay. Right behind the Glico, man, my son out here going wild at 6 a.m. We woke up at 3 a.m. ready to party. Son, say arigato. Arigato. Where we at, son? Japan. Japan.
Ramen, the quintessential Japanese soul food. Hanamaruken in Dotonbori is a local favorite, open 24 hours to serve you nothing but thick, brothy goodness. Don't know what that red sauce was on my egg fried rice, but it broke the mouth. Best ramen we've ever had, period. Quietest train we ever been on. Went to a place called Kids Plaza to let our wrecking ball of a son blow off some steam. But to be honest, he wasn't feeling it. No slides, no ball pits, no jumpers. A lot of interactive stuff. Though the staff was very friendly, we didn't stay very long. Ooh, capoeira.
No unapproved toys, and most of all, no monkey business of any kind.
Cosplay, or cosplay in Japanese. It's not only a subculture or a hobby, it's everything to these people. Where the average person can dress up as their favorite anime or manga character and forget about the daily grind. These people go all out. It was a pretty cool sight to see.
Over here in Don Quixote, I think I pronounced that right. Gonna do some souvenir shopping. For the longest, I always thought this was like a Latin American-based store, probably because of the name. But they got everything up in here. Gonna for sure cop some, ooh, they got knives like that.
When the sun goes down, Dotonbori street lights shine bright. The streets are packed and the lines are long for delicious street food. Takoyaki, exclusive to Osaka. They're a ball-shaped wheat flour-based snack filled with octopus. I was so eager to try it, but was hugely disappointed because we didn't find them tasty at all. Time for sushi. And I'm not talking about the California rolls or the Lion King rolls. I'm talking the real deal. Raw creatures from the sea with or without the rice. A trip to Japan just isn't complete unless you have your go at a conveyor belt sushi restaurant. Curiosity had us trying everything.
That bluefin collar. See how it's a lot lighter, more fattier. Super lit out here. Everybody trying to get that good old selfie with the Glico, man.
Dotonbori has a rich history dating all the way back to the 1600s, where even back then it was known as the entertainment hub of Osaka. During World War II, most of Dotonbori was destroyed by bombings. Today, it's a lively area with a vibrant atmosphere, not only enjoyed by tourists, but locals as well.
Like it?
Like it? Mine. Come on, Uncle. Come on.
here gonna check out some castles, Osaka Castle. I got no idea about this castle, no information at all. When I get home, I'm about to do some research and tell all my friends about it. I really didn't have Osaka Castle on my radar. You've seen one castle, you've seen them all, right? But when I started looking into the history of the castle, it taught me so much about the history of Japan. Like the man responsible for constructing the castle. Toyotomi Hideyoshi was a samurai from humble beginnings, and he unified the whole of Japan. For centuries, Japan was a warrior society, and honor was everything to these people. I couldn't film inside the castle, but it was pretty cheap to go, and I think around $10. And each level of the castle represented a different era of Hideyoshi's life. If you love history like I do, Osaka Castle is a must-see. So I guess the original castle got hit by lightning and it burned down, and they reconstructed it. That pretty much sums up Osaka. Before hitting the train station, we couldn't leave without having some of the best ramen we've ever had. Still thinking about that place. Next stop, Tokyo. On a one-way ticket covering 310 miles, traveling at the speeds of 170 miles per hour. If you're lucky and the conditions are right, you might catch a glimpse of Mount Fuji if you sit on the left side of the train. Unfortunately, the clouds had other plans. A trip to Japan isn't complete unless you visit Tokyo Disneyland, and compared to the prices we pay in Cali for our Disneyland, it was a no-brainer. We wanted to see if the hype was real, plus it was my son's first time. Why not do it in Japan? That Beauty and the Beast ride was probably our favorite, but other than that, I would say it was like Disneyland in California 10 years ago. The food was good and unique, plus everything inside the park was super cheap. I feel like that's why Americans go crazy for Tokyo Disney. Everyone goes all out as far as dressing up like the characters. That's something that we're not allowed to do back home. The shows were good and we had a great time, but let's not get crazy. Disneyland and Cali all day. The plan wasn't even to visit Tokyo Disney Sea, but since there's only one Disney Sea in the world, we had to check it out. We dropped the ball with Fantasy Springs. All the heavy hitter rides are there, and you need to book a premier access pass on the app as soon as you enter the park, or else you can't get in. I would say Disney Sea is geared more towards teenagers and young adults, but overall we had a great time, especially the show. Hands down the best Disney show we've ever seen. Camilo loved it. We stayed in the Asaka-san neighborhood because we wanted something a bit more chill for our son. The Tosai Hotel was a great stay, but like most accommodations in Japan, the room was tiny. After getting settled in, I wanted to show my son one of the most famous official Japanese citizens. Fun fact, Godzilla is a metaphor for the US, and he represents nuclear devastation that the atomic bomb brought. What's his name? His name's Godzilla, right? Godzilla, good job, my son.
Oh, okay, it's only 3.
Omidoi Alley, or Piss Alley, used to be a black market during the war times and had a notorious reputation for being a very dangerous place, but now it hosts many Japanese pubs and it's a hot spot for good food. Shinjuku.
Very nice.
My first time trying Japanese beef. I actually had it in Osaka, but it was hella nasty, so we're not gonna count that. It's dripping. Definitely getting out of my comfort zone with this one. This sashimi beef. It's the most raw I ever ate meat. Good though. I love one in Rome. One in Rome.
Like it?
No?
Picanha.
According to my son, anything that's beef is picanha. Awesome. We didn't realize our hotel was so close to Senjoji Temple. It's the oldest established Buddhist temple in Tokyo, and the sights were dope to see. Right next to the temple was Dotonbori Street. I'm pretty sure I butchered the name, but they had all kinds of good street foods and shops that had everything that you could think of. I wasn't a fan of that mochi. I think it was a texture thing, but that cantaloupe ice cream was fire. I wanted to take my son Camilo to an animal cafe, but the thought of drinking a coffee with the capybara sitting on my lap didn't sound appealing at all. We found something better, an indoor petting zoo with all kinds of exotic animals. My son could find sand in a snowstorm. This indoor playground came in clutch. It's located in the Skytree town, perfect for the little ones to burn off some energy. Now, I don't do recommendations and I don't hit up the viral food spots, but hands down, this was the best tonkatsu we ever had. Our only regret was we didn't buy more. Best thing about traveling are those serendipitous moments. We came in this restaurant with no expectations and we left with our mind blown. I feel like we said this was the best we've ever had with just about everything we tried, but these grapes were on another level. It tasted like sweet red wine. They were juicy and plump. Look at the size of them things.
Over here at the Pokemon Center. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed. I thought it was gonna be a lot bigger. I thought I was gonna have like my grab at every single Pokemon merchandise. It's like really small. I guess I gotta go to like a specialty card store if I really want to get all of the good stuff. But I have an agenda, gonna grab some good cards. I got a couple of booster packs. It's all good. Tokyo Skytree, the tallest tower in the world. We're on the bottom deck. We get to go up one more level. Tell them where we're staying, babe. Where we at? Right here? Somewhere over there. You see the temple? You can see Camilo's missing it. He's knocked out right now, but it's all good. We're gonna wake him up. Needed some coffee, went to the cafe. They didn't have any coffee, but they had some Japanese whiskey, so I guess this is our only option. First time having some whiskey out here in Japan, Japanese whiskey. So, salud, salud. Skytree. Every time I look down, it makes my booty hole pucker up. You don't even know.
It's crazy to know that Japan has become a hotspot for pizza. Some say the Japanese do pizza the best these days. Let's go see what all the hype's about.
Salita.
Okay. I know I sound like a broken record when I start off by saying this was the best we've ever had, but this pizza was tremendous. Our happy dance because our bellies and taste buds were satisfied.
What number is it? What number is that?
99.
99 or
Mostra pro papai aqui.
99.
The sun is shining so brightly that you will get the blessing of the heaven. The moon is shining clearly again after a cloud passes. You may have rare treasure. Gaining fame, you can meet all your wishes. Your wishes will be realized, the sick person will get well, the lost article will be found. The person you are waiting for will come. It is good to make a trip. Marriage and employment are both good. Okay, I'd say that's a good portion.
In Jesus' name. Nossa, Camila, tá com fome?
Mostra seu pão.
Camilo gosta pão?
This old fashioned's amazing. Whatever this leaf is, it complements it perfectly because you take a sip and you get a very mild scent of this leaf. So good. 5 out of 5. I got my wife a martini espresso. She wasn't really feeling it. She said it was good, it just wasn't what she wanted. She wanted something a little bit more creamier. So I think she's gonna go and get some. Even my son loved it. Everything is amazing. 4 levels, super big, better than the Starbucks Reserve Roastery in Seattle. We've been there a bunch of times. But yeah, this spot is definitely hit this spot up. It's raining a little bit. Oh, my son's coming, he's crazy.
Yes, son. Super muscle, son. Being in Japan made me realize just how much of an impact their culture had on us growing up. Dragon Ball Z was everything to me as a kid, and we spent hours playing Street Fighter on the Super Nintendo. That's Ryu, son. Ryu. Straight madhouse in here. Hella people. See if I can find my wife and my son. Alita and I's favorite pastime is playing Super Mario to this day. The Pokemon Center in Shibuya was insane. I was geeking out over that Mewtwo. I needed that Pikachu Shibuya promo card for sure. Speaking of Pokemon cards, this was what I was looking for. I was a kid in a candy shop. Let me cop a couple of things. All right, found a card shop. It's super hard to find stores, by the way. You gotta read the signs and make sure that you're on the right level. But anyways, got me a Charmander shiny, got me a Pikachu, and then I got me a Gengar, a little trainer right here. I forgot what this trainer is called, but anyways, pretty cool. I wanted to leave with a Gengar and I wanted to leave with the Pikachu. For some reason, Charmeleon reminds me of my son because my son is super fiery. I know this is Charmander, but my son's gonna evolve soon. Anyway, this is it. Yeah.
That's a crisp beard.
The way the food is being brought out to us is such a Japanese thing. Camilo would get so excited to see our food being delivered. Any restaurant you stumble across will most likely be delicious, and that's because the Japanese take so much pride in the food they serve.
I'm not too sure what each one is. I know that this is tuna, fatty tuna. I forgot what this is, but
You like that?
it's okay.
Okay.
My wife said it's really good.
Mom.
Yeah, it's fine. They're getting chilled. Wow, they're like Mario.
The proper way is to dip the fish side.
Dip the fish side, okay. Fatty tuna? How is it? Melt in your mouth. You see, back home, when we were younger, we'd go to the sushi spots and we'd do it like this and boom. But we're not at home. We're gonna sip on this sake. So good, huh? So good.
Now I love meat. Seeing this A5 wagyu displayed in the refrigerator was like seeing a work of art displayed in the museum.
All right, just as it is, add some condiments, poached egg, meat on rice, bonito brown. Okay, cool. Oh.
That smells good.
All right, my first bite of wagyu. Yeah, super good. Melts in your mouth like butter.
All right, this is it, Shibuya Crossing. They say like 3,000 people per light cross here.
Hey, dale, chichi. Almost lost my family. We good? We good? Let's go.
Yeah. Before leaving Japan, we made sure to come home with a Japanese kitchen knife. They were razor sharp and the craftsmanship of these knives were beautiful. We chose this one. Having your passport with you would knock off the sales tax as well. Japan must have been sad that we were leaving because on our last day it rained. We wanted our last meal to be ramen, but you can never go wrong with more wagyu.
Kalechi is the cook today. She's the chef. You know what that is? It's horse.
I think this is why I draw the line. First time trying horse. If you don't think about what you're eating, it tastes like sushi. It's pretty good. Yeah. It has like a gaminess to it. It's not like super strong. But I don't know, it's good. Yeah, it's strong.
When you come back home from Japan, you get a sense of how things ought to be. It's not just the clean streets or the amount of respect people show you. It's the pride the Japanese people put to even in the most simplistic things. Japan is a place we'll continue to visit. No matter how many times you come to Japan, there's no doubt you'll experience something new.